Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your March 2021 mid-month general readings. We are looking at the last 2 weeks of March, and this reading is for the air sign of Libra. Welcome everyone. Thanks for taking the time to tune in to these videos. For all that you do to support this channel, even if it's just watching the videos, although I do appreciate you hitting that like button and subscribing and sharing if you feel so inclined. For all your donation, support, feedback, comments, reaching out for personal readings, it is all greatly welcome and greatly appreciated. Thank you. And I hope that everyone is safe and well wherever they're at. So this reading is for the air sign of, almost said Gemini, for Libra for the last 2 weeks of March 2021. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Libra. If you're cross-watching for a Libran, it's also relevant. Of course, it's a general reading, so it's always going to resonate a little differently for everyone. You know what your stories are. If you find that any of the readings do resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, you can email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you. You can also get that contact info by clicking on the description link below, clicking on that little arrow. I can usually respond with more information within the same day. I do offer a wide variety of readings, and they can also be purchased as gifts for friends, family, or loved ones as well. And I do readings full-time. It's all that I do, so I'm pretty diligent at working with people's schedules and my own to get personal readings set up as quickly as possible. So email me if you're interested. I'd be most happy to hear from you. All right, Libra, let's take a look at what the last 2 weeks have in store for you. The last 2 weeks of March for Libra. We begin with the Tower. Yeah, followed by the Six of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands. This is happening very quickly. With the King of Wands. The Nine of Pentacles. With the Ten of Pentacles. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the King of Swords. You, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising. That's the overall energy for the last 2 weeks of March, which means that you are standing, you know, when people show up as their own elemental sign, especially kings and queens, as the general energy, it means you're standing fully in your own power. Female or male, king or queen of swords, which is air, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Clear thinking, clear seeing, smart, direct, good communication, truth, wisdom, insight, higher education and learning, everything that's kind of straight and forthright. Somebody who is in control of their thoughts, who are not prone in their speech and their communication, probably communicating very directly and very well during this time period, and not prone to allowing your emotions and compulsions to lead you to make spontaneous or impulsive decisions, because the King and the Queen of Swords both consider everything and consider what's right, what's ethical, what's practical, what the reality of the situation is in order to make decisions and moving forward. You know, it's interesting here because we have the Tower card showing up first, which usually represents an unexpected event which comes down and in a very profound, unexpected way and ends something. And I think it's going to be happening quite quickly, because right next to it is the Knight of Wands, who's the fastest of all of the knights, because he's governed by the element of fire. Knights representing offers and opportunities for change coming in. So this is something very fast moving. So with the Tower, we have the Six of Wands. And I know the Tower makes people kind of clench up because it often represents the crumbling or breaking down or destruction of something that perhaps had a flaw in it somewhere and so needs to come to an end so that you can move forward into wherever it is that Spirit wants you to be. But this is one of those situations. The Tower simplistically represents profound major changes coming in that will probably irrevocably change the course of your life path. And the specifics of that, of course, is going to vary from person to person, because this is a general reading, and cards like the Tower, are specific to each person. What they mean is specific to each person. But here it feels like what the Tower card represents is actually quite positive right from the beginning, meaning that cards like the Tower and Death are always positive in hindsight because they represent something, a significant change coming in that usually irrevocably ends one portion of your life path so that you can start something new that Spirit thinks you should be on. But it's often a challenging event. And difficult event. But here it feels like it's positive because fundamentally the Tower could also represent winning the lottery, right? I've never seen it work that way, but technically it could, or receiving that unexpected marriage proposal, or whatever glorious event. But it can also represent, endings, earthquakes, divorces. It can also represent moving as well. So under the Tower we have the Six of Wands, which is a card of success and victory after a struggle or after a challenge. It also represents public recognition or being seen as different or separate in a positive way, being recognized for your efforts and achievements. It can be a card in business or in career of, getting that raise, that promotion, that bonus, or receiving an award of some kind. So here, this would be, something unexpected which occurs, but it brings the energy of the Six of Wands, which is victory and triumph after some kind of challenge. And it's very fast moving because we have the Knight of Wands right next to that Tower. Knights representing opportunities for change and the speed at which situations move. The Knight of Wands is governed by the element of fire, so he's the fastest of all of the knights. But with the Knight of Wands, we have the King of Wands, which is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Somebody else that's showing up as significant or central in whatever the Tower card energy is. And again, it's not all that possible. It's not really possible to clarify what this is in a general reading in terms of the Tower, although we can take a look at what area of life it kind of governs, because it's going to be specific to each person. And then we wrap up with a couple of great cards. The Nine of Pentacles, which is independence, self-sufficiency, self-empowerment, working really hard to get to a place where you're now enjoying the fruits of your labors, especially in a financial or material way. And with it is the Ten of Pentacles, which is long-term security and stability, inheritance, division of estates, retirement after a long, successful career. It represents being financially and materially stable so that you don't really worry about the future. So for some of you, it might be winning the lottery of some kind. It could be receiving an unexpected inheritance or, an unexpected prize or bonus or award of some kind. It brings with it the energy of financial and material independence, or feeling like you don't have to worry about your future for some time to come. And you are just kind of full of standing in your own power here and being very clear thinking, which would be difficult to do in the midst of all of this. But it feels, again, like whatever fast-moving, momentous change this is, Libra, it's actually quite positive. And we'll see where this King of Wands is, why this King of Wands is showing up here. So let's try and clarify some of this. Let's go ahead and try clarifying the Tower. We should be able to see what area of life this event or a series of events is going to govern. Clarify the Tower. The Sun, one of the most positively influential cards in the tarot, especially in its ability to influence all the other cards in the spread. So just like when the real physical sun comes out, it illuminates everything, it banishes the shadows, it uplifts previously restrictive energies. So the Tower and the Sun can represent a blessing in disguise, although I don't think it's all that disguised here. Whatever the Tower card is for you specifically, Libra, it's wonderful energy. And especially in a financial and material sense, whatever financial restrictions or, how restrictive your financial structure, your material structure, your physical structure has felt for you, whatever this occurrence is it lifts that up. It lifts up that weight. It relieves that weight for you. the Knight of Swords. So this is information and news coming in. The Knight of Swords is kind of like, knights are deliverers, right? They bring something. They have a mission and a quest. And the quest of the Knight of Swords is to deliver information and news messages in an active, action-oriented sort of way, because he's not a page, he's a knight. They're the manifestors. The Knight of Wands is right behind that. So we have 3 knights on the table here. 2 of them is the Knight of Wands, so again, which indicates the speed at which this is moving. And the Wheel of Fortune in the upright right behind it. This is an extraordinary reading, Leo. I mean, just in terms of dollars and cents, like the financial structure of your life, you know, that kind of physical, how comfortable you are in your life, something is coming in. I think for some of you, you're going to be receiving some kind of bonus or sum of money, or again, because the Ten of Pentacles is here and it's often associated with inheritance because there's a strong connection to home and family to it. It may be, you know, receiving an inheritance, receiving it sooner than expected, or in a far larger amount than expected, or just unexpectedly altogether. Let's clarify the Knight of Wands next to the Tower here. Clarify the Knight of Wands. What is the Knight of Wands bringing in so quickly and aggressively? The Page of Cups. Uplifting, hopeful messages. Here's another knight, the Knight of Cups. So we have 4 knights on the table here. 2 of them are repeating the Knight of Wands. Definitely, I mean, this last 2 weeks of March, Libra, are bringing a lot of change, or at least one big major change, but it is quite positive. The Knight of Cups is the Knight of Emotion because he's the Knight of Water. So he comes charging in, offering love, support, encouragement. Might be a love offer of some kind, some unexpected, you know, marriage proposal, or you know, something which changes your life irreversibly in a beautifully unexpected way. Let's clarify the King of Wands. I mean, and again, whatever this Tower card is, it's bringing loads of unexpected, beautiful energy. And for some of you, financial and material gains as well, significant financial and material gains, like enough to make you, you know, independent and self-sufficient and not have to worry about the future. And again, what that is specifically, it could be a variety of different things. It could be, again, inheritance. It could be winning a court case that, you know, has to do with a large sum of money. It could... you know, it could represent being able to pay off your home. It could, you know, it could represent, you know, it could represent winning the lottery. It could represent a variety of different things. Getting like that really great job that completely changes your life. You might have to move in addition to it. Some of you, it might be that. Clarify the King of Wands. Why is the King of Wands here? And again, because the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups is here, it might have something to do with a relationship, a romantic relationship of some kind. Might be marriage for some of you. There's definitely, well, let me clarify this King of Wands. The Ten of Cups, the happy home guard, the white picket fence, feeling as if you've come to a sense of achievement and fulfillment and completion and harmony in regards to home and family. Both the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles have a strong positive connection to home and family and harmony and love and marriage and long-term stability. We have the Emperor, which is Aries energy. So maybe this King of Wands is an Aries or another fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Strong Aries energy here. And the Four of Wands, the other happy home card, celebrations, being with your family, marriages, weddings, anniversary, celebrations, like family homecomings. And that's the energy that the King of Wands is bringing. Might be marriage for some of you, or finding out that you're pregnant, but it's a blessing. I mean, again, the Tower is specific to each individual because it's such a profound, unique energy that Spirit brings into your life. Let's just continue to try and clarify a little bit. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Death, endings, and complete transformations, which this really looks like it is. The Ten of Wands, again, a heavy burden that you've carried for a time coming to an end. After a long struggle, I think. The Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings, new jobs, moving, relocating, sometimes receiving an unexpected sum of money. Something coming in which enables you to have a practical new beginning. Like, again, if this is a big lump sum of money, it is relieves previous restrictions on the financial structure of your life and enables you to, buy a home or, start something again in a practical way. Because in the Ace is the potential of the Ten of Pentacles, which we have here as well. So, and the Star card, which is renewed hope, faith, and restored optimism, which is great to see. Boy, for those of you for whom this resonates, and I hope it resonates with everybody, because this is like a blessing bomb dropped in your lap. In the tarot, chronologically, the cards come in a certain order. We have, and in the tarot, when the Tower comes, like there's all this chaos and change and sometimes destruction, something ending, and it's so unexpected. But then after the smoke clears and the rubble is cleared away, after the Tower card is the Star, which usually shows up after a period of darkness or despair or challenge or illness. It shines a light in the dark. This is one of the other wish fulfillment cards. It's a card of having faith because something's happening that restores and renews your sense of hope and faith and the path that you're on. And it's another one of the wish fulfilled cards as well. This is a phenomenal reading, Libra. It's unclear in the sense that as a general reading, we don't know what this Tower card is, because it's going to be very specific and unique and individual to every person that's watching this in varying different degrees. But what we can see is that the energy that it governs, or the areas of your life that it affects the most, is home and family and finances, all in a beautiful way. Again, it's like a bomb drops in your life, but when it explodes, it's full of blessings. And there's a sense of money or practical blessings here, which enable you to not only do the things or start the things that you want to start, but it also is enough to give you a sense that when you look forward in the future, you're not, worrying so much about how am I going to do this and robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's truly beautiful energy. And it feels like whatever burdens you've been under up until now, Libra, with this Ten of Wands, whatever this is, whatever this kind of blessing bomb this is coming in, it ends that portion of your life, that feeling like you have to struggle through and you have to shoulder everything on your own, and you're doing it successfully, but oh my gosh, it's so stressful and it's so heavy and it's so hard, and I've been doing it for so long. It feels like that part of your life is over. It's complete transformation here. I mean, look at this. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, the Tower, the Star, Death. I mean, these are all major arcana cards that are profound in and of themselves, in that they each represent divine timing and orchestration and profound, blessed change in your life. So it's an absolutely beautiful reading, and I am excited to hear how this resonates for each and every one of you. It's so lovely to look at that. I hope it resonates for every Libran watching this, because it's a blessing reading, really. So Libra, that is your reading. I hope that you found it as exciting as I did. Those of you who feel comfortable, please do update me on what area of your life this actually affects, although it looks like it affects your entire life, really. So I hope it's been helpful and useful to you, Libra, and hopeful and uplifting for you. Again, if any of these readings resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, perhaps take a deeper look at something, feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you, or as a gift for someone in your life as well. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the April 2021 general readings. Until then, stay safe and well, be blessed, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.